On day two, the fragile ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran is being threatened by Israeli attacks on Lebanon and confusion over the Strait of Hormuz. Conflicting messages from the White House and Tehran come ahead of planned negotiations this weekend in Pakistan. Now, a main point of contention is whether the ceasefire includes Lebanon, which Israel attacked yesterday, hitting with more than 100 targets within 10 minutes. Lebanon's health ministry says more than 300 people were killed. Israel called it the largest waves of airstrikes in the war against Iran-backed Hezbollah. Now, in the aftermath, Iran's parliament speaker warned continued Israeli attacks on Lebanon would bring, quote, explicit costs and strong responses. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is now calling for direct talks between Israel and Lebanon. BBC Middle East correspondent Hugo Bachega has more from Beirut.
The news of possible direct negotiations between Israel and Lebanon is very significant because it could pave the way for the end of the war between Israel and Lebanon, but also for diplomatic relations between the two countries. Now, we still don't know how this process is going to work. Israeli officials are suggesting that the attacks here are going to continue, so this could be part of what they usually describe as negotiations under fire. Now, if that's the case, this could be devastating and unacceptable for the Lebanese authorities because the offer of direct talks with Israel has been the main option for Lebanon to end the conflict happening in this country. Now, today was a day in which a lot of people were still in shock here, trying to understand what happened yesterday with those huge, devastating Israeli airstrikes. A country usually divided has been united by the pain, by the anger following those Israeli airstrikes, the deadliest day in Lebanon's recent history, with more than 300 people killed. And now, hours ago, there were new evacuation warnings issued by the Israeli military for the southern suburbs of Beirut. And families have come here to Martyr Square in central Beirut, believing that here they are safe. So the war continues, and for a lot of people in Lebanon, there's no respite. Back to you.